next we're gonna start with our sauce. And this is a super simple sauce. What I'm gonna do is just take a few peas.
And these are freshly shelled peas?
Yeah, these are shucked English
Gorgeous.
peas. And then what I like to do is, I'm gonna bring this over. I have some pea tendrils.
Those are super sweet peas.
They're very nice. They're very nice. So this is just some Liberty Garden spinach that we have. And then I like to throw a little bit of mint leaves into here. All right?
Great.
So I'm gonna just step over here. I have some nice blanching water. It's salted. It tastes just like the ocean. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these guys in.
About how long will they take?
You know, the starch content of the pea is always a little bit different.
Yep.
Probably about 2 minutes, but
Okay.
they could take even up to 4 to 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And it's one of those things you just kind of check as it goes.
Okay.
So as these get a little bit closer, we're gonna go ahead and add the greens right at the end, and then we'll strain them out and we'll shock them in ice, and then we're gonna do basically a cold puree.
Nice.
All right.
So the greens are only going to take a second.
Yeah, the greens will just take a second, so we're gonna just put this down. I'm gonna go ahead and stir this over here, and I'm just gonna taste one of these guys real quick. You know what? They're
Pretty
actually
good?
cooking up
Yeah?
pretty fast.
Great.
So
The pea I tasted was really sweet. It wasn't very starchy at all.
No, that was very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab our spider and our ice water right here.
So you want to make sure you have everything kind of set up already for this
Yeah,
before you start.
because it's one of those things you always, and it happens every now and then, you dump your peas in, you're like, oh no, I forgot the ice.
Right, running to the freezer.
Yeah, it's very nice to be organized. All right, so we have our peas, pea tendrils, the spinach, and the mint in here. And we're just until that spinach gets wilted, the peas and the mint are kind of in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and strain these guys right out.
So really just seconds in
Just
there.
seconds. And then one of the things that's kind of interesting with this, usually I'll try to have a strainer in my ice, but when we do this sauce, we want it to stay really nice, bright, and green. So what's nice is I can actually, when I'm gonna puree it, I can actually strain some of the ice into it.
Okay.
And that'll help with the mixing friction, and it will keep your sauce colder, because those blenders, they're such high RPMs.
Yeah.
You know, you start pureeing something, and all of a sudden the sauce is getting up to 80, 90 degrees, and
Wow.
it's starting to turn brown. So it's nice we can actually use some of that ice right in here.
Wonderful, and that's not going to liquefy the sauce too much.
No, it shouldn't, but we do have to be careful because also, depending on the starch content of the peas, it could be a little bit thinner, and
Sure,
we don't want to be
right.
left with a watery sauce. And we're just going to puree this. And so I'm going to reach in, and I'm just make sure we don't get too much ice. All right. I'm going to come right up to the blender. And we'll try to, yeah, we have these nice, beautiful ice cubes. We don't want to get them everywhere. Yes. All right, so I'm just going to kind of cross this. And you can see, so the ice is almost, it looks like we're kind of almost creating like an ice cream, you know, because the ice is really blending in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab, if you want to grab the ladle over there.
This one?
Yep, I'm just going to go ahead and use some of this ice water here and drop it right in.
Yeah, so the ice really didn't thin it out much at all.
No, and so we'll go ahead and pulse it here. And you can see as the ice is melting, it's starting to, just from the mixing friction, it's starting to thin it out a little bit more.
Yep.
And if you want to go ahead and let's grab some salt, which is all the way over.
Got it.
And we'll just throw a couple pinches of salt in here.
The color on that is just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really nice, and you know, it's always a shame when you see pea sauces or asparagus that really don't have that great green.
Yeah. It becomes so much less appetizing that way.
All right, so I think that's just about where we want it. I'm gonna run over and just grab a spoon very quickly and give us a taste here.
Well, you can smell the mint, really.
Yeah. All right, I
That's
think
where you
that's,
want it?
yeah,
Yeah?
right where we want it.
Great.
So, a lot of times you'll strain a sauce. Again, I think that this is a really nice rustic dish, and here I don't really want to strain it.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna step right in here, and I'm also probably just gonna steal this pan. And Nicole, if you want to
Sure.
grab the sauce, let's go ahead and drop it right in here.
So you're going to cook the sauce even further?
Yep. Well, so what we're going to do is right before,
Pour it in?
this is a very low flame. You don't want to heat it up too early because once you heat it up, your time is ticking on how long it's going to stay green.
Right.
So we're just going to get that in there kind of slow.